Well, I have been given just a few minutes today to talk about time, which is obviously something we could spend a great deal of time talking about. But I, like you, I'm sure, have many things to do today and many places I have to run to. And I cannot spend all the time I would like being here and speaking with you today. Soon our baby will be getting up in a few minutes. He needs to get to school. First we have to feed him and clothe him today, and then we're off. And before we know it, the sun will be going down tonight. Another day will be done. It's time to go to bed. Tomorrow we start again. Soon perhaps we start to feel that the days are passing, the weeks are passing, the years are passing. We may even start to think, where has life gone? In fact, you know, we all think sometimes thoughts like, why is life so short? Why can't we be young always? Why do things have to change? Why do we get old? Why do the good things not last? Where has life gone? We all think these things sometimes. Barely a moment to just stop and listen to the birds singing outside. But you know, in our Zen practice somehow, we learn that there are other ways to perceive, to experience time, all at the same time. And they're all true. They're all a real way of living, all at the same time. For example, instead of feeling that time is like sand slipping through our fingers, we just let it fall. We feel that there's more a flow of time. We're born, we're young, we get old, the end of life comes. Why resist that? Why try to stop that? We learn that we're young when we're young, we're old when we're old. That's fine. You know, I don't want to turn my life into stone. I don't want to freeze it like ice. My life is just filled with the things that happen every day. Same with your life. If life was not the events of life, it would be awfully dull, wouldn't it? Sometimes there are things we would change. We would only have the happy times, but if that were so, would that be life? We have to ask ourselves that. You know, one of the ways we learn in our Zen practice to experience life is just as these moments that are complete, with nothing to add to them, nothing to take away, just as they are themselves. Like the bird song outside. You know, as those birds are singing, I would not add one note to their song or take away one note. It's just their song with nothing to change. And we can say that about each note. Just each little note is just that moment, just that note, just as it is. And our life is like this, just this moment complete, and this moment complete, and this moment, and this moment, and this moment, and they are all just what they are. Now, I don't want to tell you that every moment in life has to be as beautiful as a bird song. There are times when we're young and healthy. There are times when we're old or sick. There are times when we suffer loss. For example, someone we love very dearly dies, and we're filled with sadness. But you know, these are all just these moments, just as they are, with nothing to change or take away from them, just as they are. And we can learn to experience life in this way. It may seem strange to people who are not familiar with what we do in the zendo, but this is how we learn to see life. And it's true, just as true as any other way of experiencing time. These are beautiful ways to live. You know, life is not a matter of 200 years or being alive on this earth for 2,000 years. It makes no difference. If we can learn to experience just this moment with nothing to add to it or take away, then it's complete. That's enough life for me. If I did not have another moment more, I would be content. Sounds strange if you're not a Zen practitioner, but when you do practice, this is what you experience. All these things are true just at the same time as we sense the passing time. And there's another way we can experience time in our Zen practice. That's also true, also real, all at the same time. That's when we drop these dividing words. In our head, we create time in a sense. For example, we have the words now and then. We have past, present, and future. And it's possible to just drop those words. You know, every schoolboy philosopher has toyed with the idea that the past was just the present then, and the future is just the present to come. You know, the past is just a dream, memories that we create here, and the future is the same too. When we are terrified of the future or long for the future to be a certain way, we kind of run a film right here, and we're making it. We're making that future. It's not here. The only thing that's here is what's right here. And we can drop all that. And then what is there? There's still your life. There's still this moment. They may be the same thing. You know, Dogen Zenji was the great Buddhist existentialist who wrote about something he called being time, which means that time is not separate from you. Time is you. This moment that you're experiencing is not you experiencing things. It's all this one moment of which you and the things experienced and time itself are not inseparable. You truly are the rose. The rose and you cannot be separated. There's nothing before, not anything after. There's nothing to add to it or take away. It's this one beautiful flower. We can learn to experience time that way, all at the same time. Well, I see I have to go now because we're out of time.